little bit under the weather this morning because it's my own fault. I enjoyed a lovely bottle of wine last night, so I may, like I said, I may not be as bright and breezy as I normally am, and my phone is going off and all sorts. And sorry, very unprofessional this morning. Okay, hello everyone, and so let's kick this off today. And so it's the 11th, isn't it? It's the 11th of February 2019. I'm not sure what time it is where you are. It is afternoon here, but I try to catch you guys in the mornings. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I try to catch you guys at a reasonable time in the world in the morning. So hence why I'm a little bit late. But today, here, I'm back down south today, and today outside, the sun is shining and it's a lovely spring day. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Yeah, good morning to everyone. What time is it where you are, and where are you? So I wanted to just kick off this session with what the hell is going on, guys, in the tabloids here. And I don't want to keep going on about Meghan, and because I like to kind of, like yesterday, I looked at Kate and William, and Kate is, helping with designing this Chelsea garden, which is absolutely lovely. And this is very kind of, okay, so it's a reasonable time in the morning. That's great. So where you are, Nancy Saxton, it's 8:15 in wherever you are. Okay, so it's around that time. So okay, great. So it's morning. Doesn't matter what time it is, wherever you are. If you switch it on in the morning, that's great. Okay, so let's have a look here. What is going on? What is going on here? It just goes from Missouri. Yeah. Okay, great. Lovely. I hope the weather's better in the United States than it has been. It's been very cold over there. I was just talking about you guys this morning and saying how on earth did you people cope in with that vortex? Very cold. I can't imagine. I'm freezing cold at -6, never mind -50 or whatever it was with wind chill. So sending my heart to you guys and your gas bills and all of that. You must have had to take time off work and all sorts. Okay. Okay, so leading on to what the hell has been going on here, and I just have to firstly apologise. I've got a hangover. I had some wine, which I thoroughly enjoyed, but I know that I can't take my wine anymore. And I've got a headache, so I've got myself a big mug of coffee here to try to get the fluids back here. Okay, you keep losing connection, do you? Let me know if the connection. Okay, you keep losing connection. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me know if there's a problem with the connection, because I need to get that fixed. Just let me know if you're getting this and you can hear me okay. Okay. Yeah, it does hurt. It does hurt. Yeah. Somebody said here, yes, alcohol hurts the next day after 40. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Okay. So you can tell how old I am. Yeah, and I do like a drink. You know, I do. I enjoy a drink. Why not? Anyway, guys, let's continue here. Okay, I have the Sun tabloid here today. The news. Okay, the headlines in the papers, because we do go through the papers, the UK papers here. I will do the US papers. I've got on another occasion. But this morning, I'm going to do the the United Kingdom papers, tabloids. The headline news here. Well, we've got the Brexit, which I'm not going to go through that. That's ongoing. But I have got here the Sun, okay, which is published today by James Beale. And so it's he's written this, okay, and it says here the headlines: writing on the wall, Meghan Markle's dad Thomas threatens to reveal more explosive extracts of his daughter's letter to him. Oh my, I can't, this just goes on, doesn't it? It says here, the Duchess of Sussex accused her father, Thomas Markle, of creating so much pain and exploiting her relationship with Prince Harry. So that was yesterday's headlines, wasn't it? So this is today's headlines. Thomas Markle is prepared to release more details of a bombshell letter daughter Meghan wrote to him criticising his wayward behaviour. Oh my goodness. Well, he's going to get a few thousand for that, Meghan. Okay. What is this? What do you feel? Do you feel sorry for Meghan here? Because she's she's allegedly pregnant here. What father would say these cruel things to a daughter when she's just about to have a child? Does he know? Is she pregnant? What's your take on that? I can't see anybody saying cruel things like that. I mean, he is defending himself. Thomas, I guess, is sick of this. He's sick of being told too that he's been a bad father, that he is a bad father, that he wasn't invited to the wedding. I guess that he's sick of being, keeping his mouth shut over this because of I guess, you know what, I can understand Thomas, okay, in a way that if I was Thomas and my daughter, and I loved my daughter, and I helped her and I paid her through her university and college and all of that, and introduced her to the Hollywood A-listers, I think I would be annoyed here. I would, because she either appears to have been embarrassed by her family and just wanted to cut them off by not I don't even feel they got invited to the wedding. I don't. I'll stick by that, okay? Intuitively, I don't feel that he was even invited to the wedding here, or any of the family, and that's quite hurtful. That's hurtful. He's going to think, well, why didn't I get invited? And then kind of there'll be another argument of all of this. So here we are with, I think there's more coming out here from Thomas. Thomas Markle is prepared to release more bombshell details here, accusing Thomas of his wayward behaviour. Wow. And the letter here there's even a copy of the letter in the Sun today, and it says, in this beautiful handwritten letter, she's really a very artistic writer. I could see that, with this letter that's been published. Obviously, Thomas is thinking here, another $200,000, probably buy me a little condo somewhere. I'll go for that. Why not? They're accusing me of this. So, it's so neat and tidy. I get August 2018. This letter was sent to Thomas. Okay, darling, it is with a heavy heart that I write this, not understanding why you have to take this path here. I can't even read the writing, it's so posh. Anyway, that's what it says here. If anybody knows, having a blind eye to the pain you are causing. Now, that letter, I have to say, I feel that Thomas has accused Harry of having some influence there, because there's some things that are written in that letter that he wouldn't even say, like a rabbit in a hole or something. It's not an American saying, it's a British saying. And he feels that's how he feels, that, you know, it's not something that Meghan would say, like a rabbit in a hole. And I feel that that's like, you know, Thomas will know his daughter. Thomas will know his daughter, and Thomas will know his daughter by knowing that she wouldn't write that. I feel the wording here, somebody advised her. I feel this is her lies chasing her up. Are these Meghan's lies catching up with her? Because, you know, when you do lie, lies do catch up with you in the end, okay? And is this part of this? And Thomas is saying, no, that's a lie. You know, that's a lie what you've said about me. Why did you say that? You know, and if you've got some sort of psychopath or narcissist, then has to explain themselves out of a pathological lie. This is the sort of thing you get, okay, which indicates to me that there is a little bit of narcissism when it comes to Meghan, because what I'm picking up here intuitively, and I know I shouldn't broadcast this, but I think many people are questioning, and I have done a private reading on this too, if you're interested in that. Many people are saying that she has narcissistic tendencies, and I've candidly said this in my uncut readings too, but I won't publish it, okay? This here is saying, you know, you didn't write this letter, Meghan. In actual fact, what I'm picking up here intuitively is that she said to the royal court she didn't want this damn family at the wedding. You know, she's creating this fantasy identity for herself with full of A-listers, full of people like Oprah Winfrey and the tennis player, and her mother. So it's creating this identity here, and we kind of, and again, narcissists do that. They create an identity, and they even believe that identity. So part of that new identity of hers was to actually get rid of this old identity. Yeah, isn't that an indication of narcissism? I'd say so, wouldn't you? Okay, I'm not being cruel here, but this is catching up with her. So here we go with a daddy, okay. Addressed to daddy. In elegant handwriting, Meghan asked why her dad is turning a blind eye to the pain he has caused. Wow. Meghan, 37, also begged him to stop lying and let them live their lives in peace. Well, I get behind this and intuitively be in between these lines here. I think she's just had to say that because she's told so many lies to the royal family, to Harry, about the way she's been treated by her family, to kind of discard them, okay? And again, that's what narcissists do. They discard. You know, they get their new kind of supply, their new life in place, their new identity, and they discard the old one, okay, the old one. And so they have to make up these lies, they have to slander, they do a smear campaign, And this is what I'm picking up. This is what she's done. She's truly to the textbook of a narcissist here. And I feel she said she's even had meetings, and this is all giving her valued attention. Okay. She's even given meetings with the courtiers and getting everybody to feel sorry for her, like she's the victim. And the courtiers have said, well, let's write a letter, you know. Let's write, and Harry is saying, yeah, let's get advice of what to do. And the courtiers have said, look, let's write a candid letter, asking your father from the heart here that this is painful, this is heartbreaking, and let's do. This is the sort of thing the royals courtiers would advise. Okay. And do it, and Meghan would have said, yes, I'll do it in my own handwriting to make it personal. And she's done it in a very regal kind of handwriting, you know, like it's from the Queen or something. So she's done this handwritten letter. And I feel the courtiers have helped her with the wording of this letter. And this rabbit hole kind of posh kind of saying that kind of comes from the, you're like a rabbit in a hole kind of thing, comes from that kind of royal set, really. That's like a aristocratic kind of wording. I mean, I wouldn't even say that, being a normal kind of British middle class person. I wouldn't even say that kind of saying. That comes from really posh kind of Eton kind of upbringing, that kind of schooling, you know. Yeah. So I feel in between the lines here, and looking at this in between the lines intuitively, and I know you're putting lots of comments there, which is fantastic. I know we'll read some of these comments in a minute. But I get here that intuitively they sat down in a board meeting to go over this. What do I do about this family? And they say, you should write a candid letter. Her father's intelligent. He's intelligent, okay, and he's seen right through this. He's seen by this posh handwriting that Harry's behind this. But I don't think it's Harry. I think it's the courtiers. Okay, he's seen that this is not his daughter writing this, and he's going to say that, isn't he? He's had his daughter taken away from him. She's telling blatant lies about him here. Oh, you do see rabbit in a hole in America. I don't understand that then. He said, you see, I'm just going by what he said, that he said that rabbit in a hole is not an American saying. Okay, well, I don't even say that, so I don't know where that's come from. Okay, so it goes on here. Well, Samantha's jumped on the bandwagon here too. After this explosion here of this letter, his daughter Samantha, who is 53, told the Sun newspaper it was nasty. Dad is prepared to release this letter even more, even with more details. So watch out, Meghan, okay, with what you're saying here. Oh, pals of Meghan told the US magazine she had written this letter, trying to get sympathy from the public, asking to heal the rift which opened before her wedding last May. But Samantha, Meghan's half sister, says that it was a PR. This was a PR move. Samantha says this was a PR move of Meghan's. This was not anything to do with her friends. This PR move, everybody's seen through it. Okay, Everybody's seen through it and it's not worked. It's backfired. It's backfired. Well, I have to say, straight after this Banana Gate thing, and then she's saying, getting her friends to say, I'm not like that, which is a PR stunt here. And then this letter being exposed, which obviously the Cartiers advised, which is all these damn lies coming out here. Okay, in elegant handwriting, Meghan tells her daddy, your actions have broken my heart in a million pieces here. Hello, everybody. Oh, from Sydney. Hello, Jennifer from Sydney. Lovely to see you. Oh, right at the other side of the world. That's fantastic. Okay. Thank you for joining me. And I'm going to be doing this morning show every single day. Okay. Maybe I may take Saturday off because sometimes I like a little bit of I like a little bit of time off sometime during the week. Okay. Hello from Virginia. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry, from Virginia. No, from Canada. Okay. Hello from Canada. Just let me stop now here and have a look at your comments. Hello from Ottawa. And gosh, getting it everywhere. That's fantastic. How amazing. Doing a morning show and hello from Mansfield. From the UK, Mansfield. Woohoo! You're welcome, Michelle. Okay. From Nottinghamshire there. Brilliant. And well, you from Mansfield, and we've got here from Canada, Australia, Quebec, Canada. That's amazing. Okay. So if you're just listening to this, get on that computer, okay, and just let me know where you're from, because I love to know where you're from. Okay. I was just saying earlier when I started that I've got a bit of hangover. Sorry about that, guys. I had a bottle of wine last night. I really enjoyed it, and I really got to cut down on the wine situation. I had a Pinot Grigio. And I don't know why I've got a head. I don't seem to take my wine, as somebody said, once you get over 40, you get hangovers and you can't take your drink anymore. And I think that's right. So I've got my big mug of coffee here. I think it's great, this morning show, because it's like it's pretty down to earth, and and it's how we want to hear radio shows, really. We don't want to hear all this palaver, do we? And so anyway, Alexandra, how are you? Let's have a look here. Alexandra Ruggie. I think the letter was entirely MM's idea, written in the hope it would be used publicly one day. Her anonymous friends people article was also her idea. This is just my opinion. Well, that's just terrible. Isn't that just terrible? That is controlling. Oh, I don't know what the royal family think of this. Because everybody in the royal family has to keep it zipped, okay? You're supposed to be humble. It doesn't matter what people say about you. Hello, April T. How are you? April T says, I think she wanted the letter revealed. Yeah, back in August. Yeah, maybe this was the plan. Meghan gaslights her father with the People magazine and articles so he would expose the letter. Wow. Craziness. And this circus has started again. It's so embarrassing, isn't it, for the royal family? And I will go to Harry in a minute, but So stick with me with this, okay? And I've got lots and lots of Linda LM, multicultural crowd here. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And that's great, she says. I'm a French girl. Hello from France. And who used to live in the UK for years. And who's been living in beautiful Canada now. Wow. Wow, you're a traveller. I love travellers. Okay. Can you get more diverse than that? Absolutely not. Okay, I love traveling, and that's why I do this, because I can travel with it. So I'm a traveler, hence I'm Sagittarius, the traveler of the zodiac. Okay, Bridget says, well, I'm French too, but living in Sweden. Wow, amazing. I love it, because I love travel and I love different cultures. So this is right up my alley. And I get here, Michelle says, yes, MM's letter was a stupid stunt. Well, wasn't that banana thing a stupid stunt? It has made her look worse. Oh. Okay. Okay, what we got here? Linda MM again. Carefully pick the most favourable experts from the letter, but it's backfired. Now her dad wants to publish the whole letter to show that the letter is what the letter is really about. Well, he's going to get a lot of money for that, isn't he? How much money is he going to get for that? He's going to get all the tabloids saying, you know, sell me that letter, we want that letter. And he's going to really cash in on that. And to be honest with you, at the same time, he's going to be telling his story. And Trudy Richards, hello Trudy. The world gets tired of being oversaturated with people, really? Even without all her mess, it's too much, and this overexposure is making it worse. Yeah. You see, we've not just got the British people here on this show. We've got like we've got the whole of Europe. I've got Bridget here who lives in England, who's lived in the US but now lives in Stockholm. So we've got diversity here on this channel. And this is just proving that it's not just the UK, it's the whole world here, you know, that can see that this is a complete mess. And it's great because I love this community. And yeah, everybody gets to know each other. It's absolutely everybody from every corner of the world here. And if you're from India, Africa, you're all welcome, okay? China, Japan, wherever. So let's continue with this, okay? Okay, I went from, in elegant handwriting, Meghan tells her daddy, your actions have broken my heart into a million pieces, and you have manufactured such unnecessary and unwarranted pain. But by making the choice not to tell the truth, as you are puppeteered in this, something I will never understand. If you love me, allow us to live our lives in peace. Please stop lying. Please stop creating so much pain. Please stop exploiting my relationship with my husband. Thank you for your donation, Trudy. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. The letter dated last August revealed her fury over CCTV footage that proved her father staged a pre-wedding photos. I think that's where it all started, wasn't it? Those photographs with his beer belly and that vest on. Oh God. Meghan wrote, we all rallied round. We all rallied around to support and protect you from day one, and this you know. it was nasty. Dad prepared to release more of it. Oh my goodness. Wow, can this get any worse, guys? Can this get any worse? My goodness. Wow. So to hear, and it continues this letter, because this is today in the tabloids, okay, on the front headlines, okay. So to hear about the attacks you've made at Harry in the press, who was nothing but patient, kind, and understanding with you, is perhaps the most painful of all. For some reason, you choose to continue fabricating these stories, manufacturing and fictitious narrative, and entrenching yourself deeper into this web you've spun. The only thing that helps me sleep at night is the faith and knowing that a lie can't be forever, can't live forever, really. And she continues in this letter, okay, I believe you. I believed you, trusted you, and told you I loved you. The next morning, the CCTV footage came out. Meghan told of her trust at Samantha's lies. She wrote, Samantha, you fixated and clicked on the lies that they were writing about me. I suppose that she was trolling, because I suspected some of Samantha's answers came on here, but I can't be sure. But I get here, Samantha fixated and clicked on the lies they were writing about me, especially those manufactured by your own daughter, who I barely know. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let me read that again, because this is her letter, okay, to her father, Thomas, okay, who has said, she said to her father, you fixated and clicked on the lies they were writing about me, especially those manufactured by your own daughter, who I barely know. You watch me silently suffer at the hands of these vicious lies, and I crumbled inside. And Samantha also, she also rubbished claims that he never asked her for money. Okay. Okay, no, sorry. Meghan has said, I'm getting this all wrong. Meghan said she also rubbished the claims that he never asked her for money. Okay. Meghan wrote, okay, you've said I never helped you financially and you've never asked me for help, which is also untrue. You sent me an email last October that said, if I've depended too much on you for financial help, then I'm sorry, but please could you help me more, not as a bargaining chip for my loyalty. Well, that to me is that to me, reading between the lines there, that to me is kind of someone there who is getting help from courtiers to actually write a candid, open-hearted letter to your father to stop this and put every detail in there. And I think that's what she's done there. Okay. She even claimed he ignored her after his heart attack last year. She wrote, I have only ever loved, protected and defended you, offering whatever financial support I could, worrying about your health, and always asking how I can help you. Well, if she's done that and her father is doing this to her, that is wrong. In defense to Meghan, okay. Yeah. And she puts in big kind of letters here, please stop lying. Please stop lying, Daddy. And she continues to say in this letter, so the week of the wedding, I hear about you having a heart attack through a tabloid. Was horrifying. I called and texted you. I begged you to accept help. We sent somebody to your home to help you. And instead of speaking to me to accept this help, you stopped answering your phone and chose to only speak to the tabloids. Wow. She goes on to say, you haven't reached out to me since the week of our wedding. And while you claim you have no way of contacting me, my phone number has remained the same. This you know. And then continues to say, no text, no missed calls from you, no outreach from you. The more global interviews you're being paid to do and say harmful and hurtful things that are not true, that are untrue. Oh my, what a mess. Thomas added here, this is her father, Thomas. I wish we could get together and take a photo for the whole world to see. If you and Harry don't like it, fake it. Why don't you fake it? Well, is there any wonder, Thomas, that your daughter is narcissistic? If you're asking her to fake it, what kind of father says that? Royal expert Ingrid Seward said, I wouldn't have thought there was any chance of a reconciliation now. No, I don't either. This has got out of control. This has got out of control. In fact, if her father's narcissistic, he's just getting what he can out of it. If her father, Thomas, is narcissistic and taught her daughter how to be fake, then just fake it, just act it. That's really sad. I have to say that is really, really sad. Because if Thomas is a narcissist and got narcissistic tendencies, he's going to use Meghan as a tool to that something that will actually that he can that will make his life better, because that's what narcissists do. That's really, really, it is sad in a way. And in fact, I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for Meghan here. It's sad. It is sad. Kensington Palace declined to comment. Meghan Markle's letter from last August revealed her fury over CCTV footage, proving her dad had staged these photographs. Yeah, of course. I have to say, if he's a narcissist, he's going to he will see this as a tool to bring attention onto him. So this family is toxic. This family is toxic. Let's just, because all of them are looking for attention upon themselves here, and that is toxic. They're all scrambling for the attention, and they're using Meghan to get the attention. I know that's not going to be in the Samantha camp here and the Thomas Markle camp. He's going to say to me, how dare you say that? I know. But this is what's coming through intuitively. This family are a load of narcissists. And it's Meghan Markle's letter from last August revealed her fury over the CC. Yeah, we've already said that. Samantha Markle insists Dad Thomas is prepared to release more here from this nasty letter. This nasty letter here. So they're all scrambling for attention. I find it very sad. And this is polar opposite, which is also sad and embarrassing to Harry and the royal family. I feel sorry for Harry and the royal family. This is embarrassing. These people here are polar opposites to the royals. They want to expose every single thing, and it will come to that. They will expose every single thing from an abortion to miscarriage to the whole thing. Okay. Oh, Meghan tried to commit suicide once, that kind of thing. And it's very sad. I actually see a photograph here of Harry, and he looks so pale. He looks so pale. And he's at Twickenham at the rugby game. And I guess his pop said to him, look, son, get yourself to the rugby match there and just get out of the way of that circus and go and enjoy your day and do your own thing. And I did pick this up actually in some of my readings way back, that Harry will start to do his own thing away from this circus too. And I feel his father is starting to, I get Charles, is starting to advise him to do things separately. It's to protect his image. It's to also is to detach Harry from this circus. This is not good, guys. Okay, and I did, like I said, I did pick this up a long time ago that this would happen, and I just see Harry, because he loves Meghan, but he can't have this circus. He can't have this scandal of this family who are all narcissistic and they just want attention. And they're toxic. You can't have a family like that in the royal family. It's just not. It just can't be done. And I said this morning, Harry, you might as well have married me. I'd have been a better candidate than this. And I'm just your average, everyday girl. So come on, how ridiculous is this? So I get this is just, oh, I really don't know what to say about this. I just see Harry pale. He looks white as a sheet here at Twickenham on his own at this Guinness. Prince Harry attended the Guinness Six Nations England versus France rugby match at Twickenham Stadium after Meghan's explosive letter was revealed. Wow. Well, somebody has told him to go there. I get Charles. Okay, I'm picking up here intuitively. Charles has done this. Oh my. This is getting ridiculous. I'm trying to pick up here. I get crisis talks with the royals. I get these courtiers running around like headless chickens. How do we damage control this? I get the Queen saying, "Oh, not that father again." I get Camilla saying, "Oh, this is just very kind of disgraceful for the royal family." It's just getting out of control. That's all I can say. Let's have a look here. J Cripps, and I have done. If anybody's interested and they've not actually ordered one of my uncut private readings, I go way deep and I go beyond boundaries of what I should say, and you can order that if you want to. It's just for a small donation. In reply to that, I can send you the uncut versions I've got the titles of those on my community page on YouTube. So if you want to go and have a look what's available of the titles, I can send them, because this would make sense to you. Okay, Jacobs. Many are born into much worse traumatic situations. I agree. I don't become the person she is with far less resources. So people stop with victim mode. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, come on. We've all got those. Sometimes, we've got a little bit of dysfunction in the family, but we do stop blaming our parents after a while, don't we? Because you make your own life in the end. May 67. It won't be long before PH wakes up. He might have already, really. I think he's still in love with her. There's an addiction there, I feel. There's an addiction. He's been seduced into this. That's what I'm getting here. And also, I do get with Harry. Let's face it, guys. We're all a bit maternal when it comes to Harry. We're like we all become his mother because we want to protect him, because we saw him walking behind that gun carriage, and and all the history and the heartbreak that Harry's gone through. We're very much protecting Harry, and I feel if he actually walked away from this marriage, and if he walked away from Meghan, um, and divorced Meghan, I feel it wouldn't be too long before Harry would get our kind of support, because, we just want to mother him. I just feel that, we just say, poor Harry, oh, why has he got himself into that kind of thing? And what an evil witch she is. It's like we're all mother-in-laws, isn't it? It really is. So in a way, it's quite sweet that we're sticking up for Harry. Oh my goodness, she's done. Samantha has done another interview with Jeremy Vine. Goodness, Jeremy Vine. He does documentaries, and he does a lot of political things in England. He's quite a serious interviewer, and so wow. Jeremy Vine grills Meghan Markle's sister Samantha over insulting the Duchess of Sussex. Well, they're all out, good or bad press, for toxic, narcissistic, antisocial people. They don't care. Good or bad press is good press to them. And they can turn it around. I feel that Samantha has worked this out, that she can turn this around to her favour, and she knows about this. Okay. Well, I just feel, I'm looking at Harry here at Twickenham, and I feel sorry for him. And I feel he's now been separated. He's been separated here from Meghan because of this. It's getting out. Yeah, I did pick this up intuitively. If you watch my readings, as I feel you do, I said this a while back, they will start to be separated. Okay. It says here, these headlines. In for a mauling. Prince Harry spotted for first time since wife Meghan's explosive letter to her dad revealed. The Duke of Sussex attended the Guinness Six Nations England versus France rugby match at Twickenham Stadium. Okay, and that was yesterday. Oh, bless him. He looked so sad. Prince Harry was seen for the first time after Meghan Markle's emotional letter to her father Thomas was revealed. The Duke of Sussex took in a Guinness Six Nations versus France game. He loves his rugby. He does. It's sad. That's sad. And he's mucking in with the lads there, and that's the kind of thing that he likes to do. I mean, he's only 34, for goodness sake. The 34-year-old Harry attended the match alongside former England captain Bill Beaumont and the president of the Rugby Federation. He was seen singing the national anthem and keeping his hands warm in the chilly weather. It comes less than a day after devastating details in the letter revealed his wife begged Thomas to stop these painful attacks. The Duchess of Sussex penned an emotional letter to the estranged daddy, and the existence of this letter emerged here. And also these 5 close pals here, anonymous close pals of Meghan, have decided to do an interview for bashing her father, Thomas. I mean, of course Thomas is going to backlash. Because this is going to backlash. Who is the PR team behind this? Of course this is going to backlash. They claim that Meghan wrote her dad because she wanted to reconcile privately and was distraught over the constant media interviews. And this is like a astonishing public rebuttal here. Markle has once again chosen to speak to the newspaper and reveal the contents of this private letter. Thomas, 74, told the Mail on Sunday the gut-wrenching 5-page letter, 5-page letter, was not an olive branch, but a dagger in the heart, which left him devastated. And that was after his heart attack, okay? That letter was in August after his heart attack. In the handwritten note sent in August, Meghan addressed her father as Daddy and accused him of breaking her heart. Oh, she writes to Thomas, has caused her unwarranted pain. Markle, a former Hollywood lighting... Thomas Markle, a former Hollywood lighting director who now lives in Mexico, did not attend his daughter's nuptials after he suffered 2 heart attacks the day he was set to walk her down the aisle. Wow, this could go on and on, guys. Okay, well, that's the headline news. Harry goes to Twickenham for this rugby game, France versus England, on his own, and I think he's being directed to do that by his father. Go and enjoy your day. Go and do your own thing, and keep out of the way of this circus. So, what do you think, guys? Is that a start of the separation here? I think it's a physical separation too. Otherwise, Harry's going to lose his own reputation. And I did do a reading on that. Is Harry losing popularity? And I did do. I think that's that they have to take notice of this because it is affecting the royal family. And Harry, I think Harry could recover from this, but to actually recover from this, and I have to be quite candid here, to totally recover from this and the royal family to recover from this, he would have to separate from this marriage. I that's what I feel. Thank you, Layla, for your donation. Thank you so much for that. Okay. And what I'd like you to do, guys, to help my channel, because I do rely on donations, and this is like something entertaining for you, which is a free service. To help my channel, if you want to give us any small donation or to support my channel, if you would like to just share this, or everybody hit the like button, um, um, and also subscribe if you've not subscribed. That will all help to help my channel, which is a free service, and it's a community here that we're creating, which is amazing. And I just want to say thank you, everybody here, for all your support. Whether you donate or not, that's up to you. But it's you don't have to. You don't have to. That's the beauty of this channel. You don't have to donate if you don't want to, and that this is for you to enjoy. So hello, Sheila. What have you put there? Definitely a nose job. Her lips have been injected lately. You see, that's another thing. I noticed that too. You wouldn't have any Botox. You wouldn't have any lip enhancements while you're pregnant. That's a no-no. And that's another indication that she's not pregnant. You wouldn't do that. Cheek implants, possibility, and yeah, and that's not going to come cheap either. Is cheek implants, nasal labia filling, Botox, all of that. Okay, it's not cheap, and you can't have that. You cannot have that when you're pregnant. Nobody would touch a pregnant woman, let me tell you that, with lip enhancements. Yeah, and Botox. No way. No medical professional. They'd say, oh, you're going to have to wait until the baby's born. And even breastfeeding, Botox. You can't have Botox with, it's a rat poison, okay? Botox is a rat poison. And there's no way that you would have that while you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant. That's the point, okay? And that's another indication she's not pregnant. So, yeah. So, okay, guys, thank you for joining me for this live morning show. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Going to be, going to be going in 15 minutes. I'm just going to look at some of your comments here. Thank you so much for your comments and your input here. It's fantastic. Okay. Antonia, it's unfortunate that these two fell in love and have to endure this at a time when they should be at their happiest. Expecting a baby. Meghan is a strong woman and my heart goes out to her. Actually, Meghan, I think it's like these two people together. I'm not blaming Meghan. I just feel that Meghan is from this very narcissistic, toxic family. And that is a no-no when it comes to the royal family, because they are very kind of private. And it's becoming a circus. And there should have been a lot more investigation into this before they married. And I'm not blaming Meghan. I think Meghan is a great person. If she'd have married somebody out of the public eye, I feel she would have been happier, than this. And now it's constantly trying to defend herself against this kind of circus, which is an impossible task. And the only way this is going to end is when their marriage ends, I feel. And that is really, really sad. I just feel it's me personally, with my intuitive energies here, I feel this is a mismatch, and I do. And it's sad because it's not only sad for Meghan. I mean, she could have married somebody out of the world stage, and she could have had babies, and she could have married some millionaire and been quite happy with a big suburban house in LA, and that kind of thing. With a swimming pool, with the cameras away from her, and that would have suited her better. Instead, maybe another actor, maybe another actor. But instead, she chose Harry, and now it's like I feel that she was warned before entering the royal family, the scrutiny of this, and the engagement interview. Even the engagement interviewer said to her, how are you going to cope with this scrutiny here of the royal, of the world stage? I just feel it was a mismatch, and that's why these kind of people, like the royal family, the president of the United States, if they're going to allow somebody to come into that family, they will do full investigations of the family, of the background, and all of this, because there's no way that this would happen. And I don't feel even the president of the United States would allow his daughter, President Trump, wouldn't even allow his daughter or son to marry somebody like Meghan, because he would say, no way is that going to happen, because there's too much drama. And who can you blame? I would say the blame goes on to the royal family here, because this is going to end up in divorce. I can see that coming. Who do you blame for this? I blame the royal family, and it's always after the event that they try to do the damage control when it's too late. Okay, they should have said to Harry, I'm sorry, there's no way that person is going to come into the royal family. Not that we don't like Meghan, not that we don't respect Meghan, but she's not going to fit in with this. And I feel this is where the blame is. I don't feel it's Meghan's fault. I actually do feel sorry for Meghan in ways that she could have been happy with just marrying another actor who's possibly earning millions, and just being as happy. But now she's got herself in this mess. Really, Sheila White says, well, Trump allowed Ivanka to marry George, whose father was in prison for his business practices. He's in trouble again too. Really? I didn't know. I don't do that. Joe will probably serve a long prison sentence. Really? Well, that shouldn't have happened, really, should it? But I get like billionaires and people like that don't allow their sons or daughters to marry into that kind of craziness, that in general. And people like, especially aristocracy, they stick with their own. People that have schooled, private schools, Eton and equivalent, they don't go out of that circle, and there's a reason for that. Okay. And you know, I just feel that yeah, and I do feel that Meghan is narcissistic. She, you know, she does drop people. I mean, that should have been investigated. You know, that she just dropped people, and but I think eventually she could have got somebody quite wealthy, and but out of kind of the public stage. Trump wouldn't allow his son to marry Meghan Markle, and his son has more sense than that as well. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's hard to control our kids. Yeah, I guess it is. But you know what? He's a member of the royal family. He's not your normal kind of everyday kid. Well, if he's off medication, he needs to be on medication too. And Antonio says that's the real sad part of all of this. That poor baby that's about to be born into this mess. She got, well, I know she's knocking it on a bit with being 37, but you know, that's another thing. The royal family shouldn't have allowed that. It was like a whirlwind romance. She got pregnant straight away. It's all a car crash. It's a train wreck. It's an absolute train wreck. When you get a train wreck like this, you've got dysfunctionality. And somebody who wants to get married at 100 miles an hour, wants a baby at 100 miles an hour. But come on, let's face it, William did warn his brother, and this created this rift. So William did say, I don't think she's a good choice for you. You know? Yeah, a little bit worried. It is a bit of a circus. Okay. So if anybody's interested in having any uncut private closed readings for my followers for a small donation, please go to my community page where there is a list of titles. Choose a title, and then once you've chosen your title, send me a Photoshop screenshot of your payment. Put on the notes of PayPal, on the notes of your payment, which title you would like. Okay, do a Photoshop of that and send it to me, and then I will send you. Otherwise, if you don't do that and you just say I've sent you payment, I won't, you know, I won't be able to send it. So make sure you do that, or have, send it into. Send me the title, plus if you've not put it on PayPal, send me the Photoshop of PayPal and I'll send that to you. Otherwise, I will not send it. Okay, I'll just see it as a donation. So, okay, guys. If you want your own personal reading, give me an email. My email is in the description box at the bottom there. And I will put my PayPal link too. I just want to say I'm going to create this payment system a bit easier system because it is getting confusing. So I am looking at that too. So it is just a small donation and it's well worth it too. Okay. I am sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. I will see you tomorrow morning, okay, around the same time. So put your notification bell on. I will look into YouTube as well while you're not getting your notifications for my shows. So put your notification on, and I will see you tomorrow, guys, okay? and you take care. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day, and the same again tomorrow, for you to watch this, and on your coffee break, or if you're getting up in the morning, you can switch it on your radio, and just enjoy. Okay, you have a great good day, everyone. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting my channel. And to support my channel even more, I do rely on small donations, so please keep that in mind. Okay, and bye for now. Bye bye.